It begins. Back to the grind. Haha. Psych. Well, what? Oh. Psych. We're gonna talk about the new developer update that just came out today. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Because... let's just go through it. So, developer update. Late last month, we revealed possibly the largest balance patch in Dead by Daylight's history. Yes, it is. Along with an overhaul to the progression system, we've kept an extra close eye on feedback since these updates hit the PTB last week. In this special edition of the developer update, we'll be covering all the changes we'll be making to the mid-chapter update following this the PTB that just came out and that just passed, I guess. June, yeah, whatever. Don't need to worry about that. Okay, so progression. Kind of interesting, but let's just get into it. We'd like to start things off by talking about the overhauled progression system in which perks are unlocked immediately through prestige rather than needing to be found in the blood web. While these changes make it far easier to collect the various perks on all your characters, we've received some feedback regarding the difficulty of obtaining add-ons. To remedy this, we'll be making a few changes. First, we've increased the blood point caps per category to 10,000 from 8,000. So that, like, in game, like 32Ks, like the cap was 32K because 8 times 4 32, right? So they're increasing that by 2,000. So you can just in general get more blood points per game. So like, prove thyself on a gen, you can get 10,000 points like that just by cooperative actions with your teammates. So like, they're making the grind a little easier by making it so we can earn more points, which is very interesting. And honestly, I'm all for it because we get more points per game. Like, we're not gonna have the blood point multiplier perks anymore. No barbecue, no we're gonna live forever. So like, I feel like this is a healthy change because we can't multiply our blood points consistently anymore without putting in offerings. So why not just let us get more points? So I agree with this. By increasing these caps, you can earn more points, allowing you to purchase. Yeah, you can just do more purchasing. Yep. At the same time, this allows you to earn more points in a category before capping out, making matches where you're pigeonholed into a certain role a little more rewarding. So you get tunneled the whole fucking game and you get 8k points and the rest of the team escapes and you get one hooked. Congratulations. You get an extra 2,000 points now. So, honestly, 2k is nothing to scoff at. That adds up real quick. Second, in a future update, we will revisit the rarity of Bloodweb nodes after prestiging, so they're probably going to make getting rare add-ons like easier to get. Which is, yeah, okay. And they're going to make prestiging cheaper. Honestly, 50k was pretty steep. Like, that's more than... that's a little bit more than a Bloodweb. Like, a full Bloodweb. So 20k is definitely a lot more fair. Yeah, increasing the blood... They're increasing the cap from 1 mil to 2 mil. Probably just because people, like, the rank resets, they're gonna have, like, they're gonna give a mil each now, so, like, you might as well just increase it to 2 mil. Let people stockpile. I'm okay with this. And then, obviously, promo codes, login rewards, and increase the cap, or go past the cap. Ooh, finally, we made a tweak to our catch-up mechanic, which awards you bonus prestige. Oh, okay. This is based on the number of perk tiers. We awarded bonus prestige level for each prestige your character had prior to the PTB. For the full mid-chapter release, we have increased this to 2 bonus prestige levels. This means if your character was prestige 3 before the update, they are guaranteed to be prestige 9 after the update, granting all the new rewards immediately. The catch-up mechanic will be limited to prestige 9, however, even if the calculated bonus would exceed this? So, like, it caps at 9, you don't get to 11 anymore? I'm not sure what they mean with that. Gameplay changes. When changing base mechanics and close to 40 perks in a single update, some wacky interactions and powerful strategies are bound to appear. freaking taking endurance stacking. We went to the PTB hoping the community would experiment and abuse these changes to their fullest potential, and you did not disappoint. Thanks to your feedback, the PTB will have a few changes in the works for the mid-chapter release. Endurance. Wow, the first thing they talk about. Very good. The endurance effect has been a hot topic for discussion since the PTB went live. Historically, this status has been used very sparingly, but in the advent of new ways to get the effect, some of you have made it your personal mission to chain together as many endurance effects as you could. Like taking 5 hits in a row. While this is technically working as designed, avoiding multiple hits in a row is not something that we want to see. As a result, the endurance effect will no longer protect you from going down if you already have the deep wound status effect. Honestly, that's a very fair and valid change. That's kind of like what I thought. Like, if they had deep wound, like, just make it so they can't just take any more hits. Like, that's their last state. Like, they're in deep wound. Like, it's good. This is a good change. This effectively limits the number of hits you can avoid with endurance to 1 until you mend your wounds. Keeping it as a powerful effect can be included on various perks while providing a hard limit to how powerful it can be. So, it kind of solidifies my theory with Off the Record, where it kind of just gives you 80 seconds of iframes to get resituated into the match, which is still a very long time. But at least you won't have you get your off the record hit and then you get your dead hard hit. I wonder if, like, will dead hard work then? Does that count? Like, if you're already deep wounded and then you dead hard, does that just kill you? Is dead hard like garbage? Who knows? We'll have to see. Because if you go down while in deep wound and you use dead hard to take the hit, and you still go down anyways, it's a useless perk. Literally useless. Very interesting. Also, is Discord not tracking me? It's not tracking me. That is very rude of you, Discord. Just had to fix that real quick. Okay. Perks. Wait, did I read everything? Wait, I forget. Keeping as powerful as a note, you may still gain endurance effects while you have deep wound. This is intended. While it won't prevent you from avoiding a hit, it will take effect if you're able to mend your wounds while the effect is still active. Sure. Well, we're comfortable sending most of the updated perks to the live version of the game. There are a few outliers in the PTB we wanted to take a second look at before release. Cool. As a reminder, the public test builds typically do not have enough players for ranked matchmaking to work effectively. Yeah, that's why the queue times are like 30 years. Therefore, everyone is paired together regardless of their skill level. This can make it a little tricky to fine-tune balancing during a PTP. The changes below address some glaring issues spotted during the test, but they are by no means the only changes the updated perks may receive. We'll be closely monitoring the performance of each of the updated perks once they go live, and making tweaks as needed. These tweaks would be made as soon as possible, not necessarily postponed until the next mid-chapter. Okay, let's see if Spine Chill gets, like, if they're reverting it or not. Spine Chill now activates when the killer has a clear line of... Okay, they're keeping that. After revealing this change, many voiced their concerns about how this would affect deaf and hard of hearing players who relied on Spine Chill as a replacement for the Terror Radius. While we don't want accessibility to fall on perks, we also do not want to remove this aspect of the perk until we're able to implement a more permanent solution. For release, we have added a visual indicator to Spine Chill's icon that displays the tear radius's strength. So, like, I'm guessing it, like, lights, like, it's really dim if it's weak, and then, like, it really lights up if they're close? So yeah, it's literally an accessibility perk now. Like, because a direct line of sight, if they have a direct line of sight of you, you're gonna see them. Like, it doesn't make... whatever. But yeah, it's just an accessibility perk now. That's wild. Oh boy. Dead Hard now grants the endurance status effect. Yeah. Instead of causing you to dash in the PTP, the duration of the status was set to 1 second. This gave survivors a long window to dodge a hit when Dead Hard was used. For the mid-chapter release, we were reducing it to the regular Dead Hard time, requiring more precise timing to use effectively. Holy shit, this perk is so bad. You get 0.5 seconds of iframe. Or 0.5 seconds of a styptic agent. It's not good. Balance aside, we've also seen some feedback on Dead Hard's animation. The PTP version of Dead Hard uses a modified version of the original animation, but this isn't ideal. A future update will replace Dead Hard's animation with a refined version designed to better match its new effect. Okay. It's probably going to just be like a defending themselves sort of look, or I don't know. Off the record. Now grants endurance in addition to its existing effects. Some of you pointed out that, like Decisive Strike off the record, could give survivors a guaranteed escape once the gates are powered. As a result, this perk will deactivate and remove its effects once the gates are powered. I'm okay with that. It's more like like pretty much until end game, like until the end game perk. Because they're trying to like categorize perks more and like fill like a very specific niche. Like there's end game perks like Hope, No One Left Behind, Adrenaline, stuff like that. And so Off the Record and Decisive are kind of like mid game perks, like early and mid game perks, to like kind of just make it so you can survive the trial. You don't just die immediately. So it's more of like they're more like survivability tools, if anything. So it's gonna be interesting. And it works like Decisive. Once you're back in the game, you lose it. So it's definitely just kind of like a breather perk. It's definitely going to be meta, though. I'm going to try it. I'm going to run it around, see how it works. But we'll see how it plays out. Overcharge. Let's see. Now causes a generator's regression to gradually speed up after you damage a generator. In addition to its existing effect, on the PTB, this was set to grow from 100% speed to 400% speed over the course of 30 seconds. We found this to be a little extreme, especially when paired with Call of Brine, causing generators to quickly lose all their progress. This is particularly noticeable with solo survivors who aren't able to communicate that their nearly completed generators is regressing. How do they know that? Do they have like a replay system? Because yeah, solo survivors aren't going to know where gens are being done, so I guess that kind of, it makes sense, I guess, but for the release, this is being toned down. The generator will start regressing at 75% speed, and so it starts slower. You get penalized, so it's slower than base until overcharge becomes faster than default after only 12 seconds. If survivors are hanging out, 12 seconds is a long time. Like, it's gonna regress slower. It's better just not to... It's only good if the survivors literally leave it. And I guess they're toning it down, I guess. I guess it was overtuned, but, like, it definitely is toned down, but... Is it gonna be meta? I mean, if you still pair it with Call of Brine, like, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe Call of Brine kind of fixes, like... Or band-aids that weakness. But yeah, you can't just run it on its own anymore, I guess. Botany knowledge. I mean, people weren't running it alone anyway, so whatever. Increases your healing speed far more than before, but no longer provides medkit efficiency. While this change made the perk more appealing to the healers out there, it could be a little too powerful with medkits. To remedy this, Botany knowledge will receive a 20% efficiency penalty. To medkits. While this may sound minor, that's not minor, that's fucking huge. That they're gutting. They're fucking gutting. Oh, using a medkit with Botany, holy shit. Hey, Kira's whittle kitten. I can't believe they just... I mean, okay. Botany is still gonna be good for base kit healing, so, like, pair that with Will Make It. All of a sudden, you have 150 healing speed, so it's really just addressing how powerful self-care and Botany knowledge with medkits were, because you would literally have, like... like, you could heal, like, 7 times if you brought charges. Oh my god, they absolutely gutted Dead Hard. It's so bad. If you get in Deep Wound, and you try to Dead Hard, and they hit you, you still die. Like, theoretically, right? Because you can't take the hit. Unless Dead Hard just magically gives you an extra state, you just die. It's so bad. Uh, it's gonna be really interesting. Yeah, overcharge. It's like it's worse than base speed now. So like, what do you do? But it technically gets better. But 12 seconds, that's a very long time. Like you have to hold this area for a bit if you want to get any real regression. Honestly, Call of the Brine. Like you'd have to pair it with this to make it really shine. But anywho. Distortion prevents your aura from being revealed to the killer and can now be recharged by staying inside their terror radius. As a small quality of life improvement, Distortion will now have an audio cue when a token is used. Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay. Quality of life, that's nice. This will make the effect harder to miss. Good. Honestly, it needed that. Uh-oh. Iron Will nerfs. Iron Will now reduces your grunts of pain by 75% rather than making you silent and no longer works while exhausted. Yada, yada, yada. We've seen some feedback concerning the volume of certain survivors compared to others, like Jeff. Who's another loud? Jeff. Elodie's really loud. There's another male survivor, I think. But yeah, there's some loud survivors. Oh, Jane, yeah. Jane is annoyingly loud. And Bill with his smoker's cough. You can hear it from a mile away. So, in a future update, we'll be reviewing the volume levels of each survivor's grunts to ensure that each of them can make use of this perk. Cool. So then maybe that means they're going to turn up Ace's volume since he's so quiet. Who knows? Inner Focus was changed on the PTB, but it will be receiving a small tweak in time for the release. Currently, Inner Focus allows you to see scratch marks of other survivors within 32 meters, removing the range requirement and entirely letting those with a keen eye spot distant scratch marks too. Yeah, okay. I mean, knowing where your teammates are, like, why not just run Bond? Like, just run Bond. Like, I don't know. Bond is just better. Like, sure, it removes the requirements, but, like, are you really going to see scratch marks from a mile away? Just run Bond. Oh, visual changes. The progression overhaul came paired with several new cosmetic details, including new charms and effects. Unfortunately, the feedback to some of these new elements in the PTB were less than stellar. We want these rewards to feel like a satisfying payoff for the effort they take to earn. So we've taken your feedback into consideration and iterated on each of them. Perk Charms. Reaching Prestige 7, 8, and 9 will each unlock one of that character's unique perks as a charm, allowing you to showcase both your favorite perks and your dedication to your favorite characters. On the PTB, these perks had the perk icons on a red background. While these certainly stood out in a match, many felt they lacked the flair that such a reward should have. Yeah. Going forward, these charms will have a purple background like the actual Tier 3 perk and feature a golden border. That's pretty cool. But it's way better than the red ones. The red ones were so tacky. Like, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. Character portrait effect. Oh no. It's happening. Oh no. It's happening. Those who reach Prestige 3 prior to the progression overhaul will receive a special effect on their character's portrait to commemorate their achievement. On the PTB, this effect appeared as yellow orbs drifting across their portrait. For the full release, the effect has been replaced entirely with animated scratch marks. Additionally, the effect will appear between the character and the background, rather than on top of the character. As with on the PTB, you can disable the effect of the option of the menu if desired. Prestige icons. With Prestige now extended all the way to the 100, we unveiled some new icons to showcase your Prestige level. This icon becomes a bit more intricate and lavish the further you raise your Prestige level. We made some slight improvements following the PTB and added gold trim to all the Prestige icons, giving even the lowest Prestige some well-deserved flair. And is there going to be, like, Legacy Prestige icon? With that, we reach the end of the special edition of the developer update. The mid-chapter is expected to release later this month. As always, please be sure to share your feedback with us once you've had a chance to give these changes a try. Also, higher BP cap and 10k BPs. Yeah, we're going to get so many more points now. It's going to be really nice. Like 40k games? I'm not aiming for 32ks anymore. Man, character portraits though, that's it. This is red. And like they glow. Like why can't the prestige icon have something cool too? Like it's even included in the portrait. Like why not show off that recognition? I don't get it. And they said it was gonna be like a new legacy. I didn't expect this. Yeah, this was definitely a new legacy. Like, ooh. Ooh. Thanks. For all our hard work. We get a slightly different backdrop. I may sound entitled, but people want to show it off, don't they? Like, you want to show off your hard work. I fucking grinded in this game with the old system, so why not show, hey, yeah, I played the Survivor on the old system. Just, like, a prestige icon. It's not even hard. Like, yeah, I'm kind of complaining now, but I don't know. I feel like it should just a little something to add onto the icon. Maybe like a gem? Or like little like 3 ticks from old P3. Like, I'm not sure. I'm being called. 1 sec. Okay, sorry. That anywho, back to my did something happen? No, sorry, I got called. I had to step away for a second. Also, in reality, who's really gonna get P100? Me on my Meg. That's my goal anyways. Because at least it'll be like, when I get to level 100, we'll get the cool iridescent. So, like, you get the red background with the iridescent. Oh, it'd be so cool. I wish instead of raising the cap, they would have just made things cheaper. That's way too easy of a solution. Why would you ever suggest such a thing? What the? Kinda like 99 more than 100. Honestly? Yeah, 99 looks really nice. It's like, it has more flair compared to the 100. Can I, like, zoom in? Oh, I can. Ugh. There. Good enough. Like, I get the nod to iridescent for the max prestige, but it looks boring. Yeah. Compared to, like, these, like, what happened to the border? How come we just get, an iridescent stone compared to the cool border? I feel like it needs a border. If they added a border to this, I feel like it'd be way cooler. Because, like, even, like, the cool little, like, notches there. Like, why not just have them, like... I think it just needs a border, to be honest. Because, like, literally every other one has, like, a border and the cool little entity notches, so, like... Why not have, like, the entity in, like, full form or something? I don't know. Maybe it's, like, the obsession border, but that would be really cool. Because, yeah, like, have the little entity legs, but red, like iridescent. Make it super cool, make it spooky looking, and because, like, you grind your fucking ass off for this, like... It better be cool. Alright. Thanks, and have fun. Goddamn. Very interesting changes, though. I honestly believe Dead Hard's dead. I think you should just call it dead. Because holy shit, dead perk. Huh. Also cost BP to prestige. They did lower it, so, like, it's only 20,000, so it's not too bad. It was... somewhere here? Yeah. So, reducing the cost of this node to 20k. So, like, honestly, that's not too bad. It's like half of a blood web at, like, level 40 plus. So, It's not too bad. But, huh. I still think Off the Record, though, is gonna be pretty meta. Yeah, new Dead Hard's great. You're never gonna see it anymore. I think Overcharge is still gonna get used. I think Botany is still gonna get used. It's just not gonna get used with medkits. Like, it's just more of like a power up to your survivor and not like a power up to your power, quote unquote, or your item. It requires you to use your brain and time it well instead of just pressing it with that dumb animation. Agreed. And you don't even get distance anymore, so like, bless. Deathslinger's mains, like, rejoice. Like, it completely counters Dead Hard. Oh, you're Dead Harding? That's cute. Let's see, you come here. I literally had a game not that long ago where my hit got robbed because of a Dead Hard. So I am more than happy to see this change. Deathslinger is gonna be so much more fun. They can't dodge the bullets anymore. I don't know how to feel about Distortion. I feel like it's a decent perk now. Nerfing overcharges to just not stack with Call of the Brine, and boom, it's fine. Once again, too much sense. But then, like, it literally cancels out Call of the Brine then. Like, you're just nullifying a perk by bringing Overcharge. Can't have that behavior. We gotta stack everything and make the whole game spaghetti. I think Iron Will is gonna be... I think it'll still be used. Will it, though? I don't know. Like, 75% while crouching is still practically silent, so, like, you're still really quiet. Inner Focus is just a joke. So, I don't know. Botany's, that's huge. You can't use a medkit to, like, heal yourself forever. You just have to bring Botany and Self-Care now, so you can just heal yourself all the time. Or at regular speed, anyways. And, like, you benefit from it, though, because you get more healing just on other people. So, like, it's still gonna be a good perk. A good healer perk, just not for self-caring with a medkit. So, it's a healthy change, I think. Does Distortion have 3 or 5 stacks? I feel like 5 would be too much. I don't know, because so many exhaustion perks you used either in the early phase or chase to get range. Honestly, though, because, like, Lithe, if you get a window vault before they can hit you, like, free escape. Like, Killer's resetting the entire chase now. Instead of having to wait to get hit to use Dead Hard to get a little bit of distance that you sometimes might not even get value from. Same with Balanced Landing, but it's like Lithe, but more niche, and you just have to, like, drop from somewhere. And the only problem is, sometimes you never get a place to drop down, so you get no balanced landing value, so you hit or miss, you know? Dead Hard was one of the rare perks you used to mid-chase to keep it going longer. Yeah. Because, like, especially, like, how it can literally extend a chase that was about to end. That is, like, so powerful in itself. And now it's just like, oh, you got a time of 0.5 second window. Oh boy. You gotta make some hard reads. It's gonna be hard. And it's honestly, it's like, it's just gonna be more risky, like, way too risky. Like, it won't even be worth the risk to run it. You'll get more value from the other perks. So 90% of exhaustion perks that activate during chase to avoid a hit will make Iron Will useless during chase. Now you have to use Bite the Bullet. Self-care SMH, holy shit, you're right. That's the only way to stay silent. Oh, God. It's gonna be so interesting. We only have to wait 6, 8, 7 more days. I can do math. I hate how they gutted Spine Chill. I'm honestly tempted to run Resilience more now. Because, like, it helps during chase. You still can do silly vaults and, like, get away with it and do them super fast. Like, 9% is no joke. And you do the stuff faster, but you make a lot of moaning noises. Like, you could bring Iron Will, but... could bring, like... I don't know. I feel like resilience will be really good. But who knows? Anywho, let's actually play the video game.